We welcome the world into Eden Park, Auckland, New Zealand, the first ever 2020 international in the history of the game. New Zealand against Australia. We're pleased to say it's a magnificent night here. There will be no problem with the weather. And here they come, the New Zealand side in beige, led by Stephen Fleming, with the facial hair, Matthew Sinclair, Styrus, Hamish Marshall, McMillan, Cairns. Look at Hamish Marshall in the background. What an unbelievable look that is. Goodness me, what is he on? Andre Adams, Jeff Wilson, Kyle Mills, Daryl Tuffy, and the local boy Lou Vincent is back in the squad, 12th man. No Vittori and no Astle. What a good look. And Michael Slater's with me. Your boys look like they're going to enjoy this as well, led by Clark and Gilchrist.
They sure will, and they're both so well suited for this form of the game. They're dynamite in the 50 overs aside. Will they change their game? Will they try and up the ante a little bit more? I don't think they need to, but I wouldn't be surprised. These short boundaries, I liken it a little bit to North Sydney Oval in Sydney. Very short boundaries, very good for the one-day game. But Eden Park, you know, that the music is getting louder, and I'm sure the Aussie batsmen go out there just feeling the excitement, and they're ready to do battle against arch rivals.
Yeah, let's not forget that. After all, it is New Zealand against Australia, no matter what the look. Let's head across to the commentary box. Waiting for us there, Martin Crowe. Now, he'll have a close eye on this. Remember, he invented the Max game. That was limited cricket as well, a shortened version. And alongside of him, the golden voice. He's back. Yes, we've brought him back as well. One of the best live sport callers on this side of the Tasman or in Australia. We've flown him across at great expense. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Graham Hughes.
Oh, good on you, Smitty. Thanks for that. A night of history here at Eden Park. I wonder where this ride is about to take us. Just a solid start for the Aussies and a bit of nerves for Tuffy.
And a bit of swing as well. Not bad to Michael Clark if he was on strike.
Gilchrist, as he normally likes to, down the ground. Oh, puts it down. Didn't get it, Gilchrist, and just couldn't be dragged in on the left hand.
Bottom of the bat, it didn't go anywhere, and McMillan lined it up. It was nearly a brilliant catch. He had it, and then it just spilled. When the elbow hit the ground, out it popped. He tried a second time, then a third.
Michael Clark looking out deep and will go remarkably all the way.
Remarkably is exactly the word, because this is off the back foot, over cover. You see cricket strokes over cover, and mostly they're off, well, all of them are off the front foot. This is extraordinary. It's off the back foot. It's in the very first over of a match.
Great balance from Clark to be able to produce that power. This time McMillan won't have any trouble, and they've gone. They've got one. You wanted it to be eventful. It's over one.
Well, he got a bit of cut back, and it spliced Clark. It just gave him no room at all. And his intention was to hit it over mid-wicket, but it just didn't go anywhere, and McMillan had an easy cough at that. So the Black Caps pick up Clark straight away. Despite that wonderful six, he's gone for 7-10 for one.
Just caught him nice and high. And maybe a little bit of Michael Clark just trying to really take to them in the first over. Ricky Ponting said that he was unsure with so many members of this team on how to play this game, finding their way.
Well, Daryl Tuffy picks up his normal wicket in the first over he bowls. He's done that so many times in international cricket, and he's done it again here tonight in the first ever 2020 international. That's brought to Andrew Simons to the crease, and boys, if anyone is suited to playing this game, it's this bloke here.
They'll look to him tonight because he's already played 10 matches of 2020 in England. 322 runs at a strike rate of 222. No time to lose, he says. Simons just makes it disappear rather quickly. Again, just a little bit of room for himself.
That's going to be the key tonight, is batsmen giving themselves a bit of room to be able to hit the ball at the top of the bounce and stretch those arms out so that you get maximum power. And particularly square of the wicket, you're going to see a lot of boundaries here at Eden Park. It's not a big ground. The outfield is lightning, and it looks a pretty good deck as well.
And again for Simons, this one will just disappear up into the terraces. And it'll make Billy Bowden dig nice and deep to find a 6.
Well, it'll make Barry Bonds proud. And you'll notice this technique as well. And this is the modern day version of, you clear that front hip and you allow the bat to really swing through, and you can still hit straight. Terrific cricket shot, really.
Chance. Gilchrist is gone. McMillan has snuggled both of them. Mills grabs one to join in with Tuffy.
And again, the short ball's done the trick for New Zealand. Whacked in. And it's hard to keep it down when it's that high. That's a good bouncer. Gilchrist again not getting the middle of the bat. Didn't get going tonight. McMillan's second chance has got his man. And so the best striker in the world has gone for 1. Australia 21 for 2. Good line too from Mills, because it was outside the off stump and Gilchrist had to fetch it. He had to drag it a long way and he couldn't keep it down because of the bounce. And it turned out to be quite a comfortable dismissal and a big relief for the New Zealand side. The boys in beige will be feeling pretty good about themselves with 2 down already.
Damien Martin to follow the skipper. Good confident shout. Tony Hill just walks away. And again Tuffy with that ball coming back off the seam.
Skytrack there, and look for the off stump, because he just gets just outside, got the benefit of the doubt.
Remarkable shot from Simons to get away from Fleming in the slips. They'll come back for a couple.
He can hit it down the ground. He can play these delicate late cuts as well, but he nearly came unstuck because Fleming has got the best hands in the business. But he's advancing. He's got a couple of options, and that was one of them.
I'll put this down to another win to Simons. Forget about this one. This is an open invitation.
Again, he's always looking to go down the ground because that's the best chance of getting the full face on the bat and getting maximum return. That's a terrific stroke again. 2 6s, 2 4s. The strike rate is up around 260.
Top edge will do, and that'll hurt again as they think about that near thing with Fleming last over.
Mills is already going for 3 runs a ball, 27 off 9 deliveries. He hasn't found the measure of Simons at all. Tried the short one. He could have gone anywhere and did. Haven't seen the change up, the slower ball yet.
Beautifully played by Simons. Wonderful cricket shot. The balance just kept his head. And off the rise, shot of the day so far.
Yeah, pure cricket stroke. Really well played. Hitting it below the eyes, and just a classic cut shot there. So he's raced to 32 from 11. He's running at 3 runs a ball himself. He's got most of them from Mills, who's now gone for 19 from 4 deliveries in this over. He's got 2 more balls left.
Got him! The man they want. What was a horror turns into a little bit of a dream in the end for Kyle Mills.
That's a big wicket. Boy, Simons looks in stunning form. He got a toe ender. So Mills' night has turned a lot better. And he's a relieved boy to see the finger go up. And Simons, the back of Simons, finally gone for 32. Australia 46 for 3.
Damien Martin wanders out to replace Simons, who had things all his own way for all but the last delivery of the over. Chased it wide one, paid a big penalty. And you're talking about stress relief for Kyle Mills. And Potting beautifully tied behind square. Makes him pay for drifting down there.
Potting makes this shot look so easy. And it's not, I can assure you. Off the hip there, he turns it just at the right moment. Gorgeous stroke.
Bowden! Damien Martin will not continue. I must say, in this short stay, he looked a tad scratchy. And he's played inside one here. Australia have lost their 4th and only the 6th over.
Well, it seems to me, Smithy, they're not sure how to go about it. There's always the pressure on. In this even more reduced form of the game, 20 overs they've got. Damien Martin was forced into the big shot and beaten all ends up. 54 for 4, and Martin walks back slowly for 3.
Just have a look at the shape here. So much of the emphasis in this game has been put on the skills of the batting. Let's not forget the bowlers. Beautifully bowled. Looked for all money as if it was going to head towards Damien Martin's pads. The leg stump, and then swung away and seemed to boot. Simon Kadich. 54 for 4. And Simon Kadich. And Daryl Tuffy.
That's a big aspect of the game, as it is the normal one-day international game is the fielding, and Tuffy doing a fantastic job down there on the fence.
Ponning's played very cleverly there. Fine leg up inside the circle. Beautiful judgment.
Sensible batting at the moment from Ponting. He's trying to stop these wickets falling, so he's willing to play traditional orthodox cricket strokes, and using the fact that there is no orthodox fine leg, the man inside the circle.
Great shot. Magnificent placement. You've got to get it right. Smaller grounds mean smaller angles.
Sure does. Making the most of it, Ricky Ponting, orthodox. Once again, crashed through extra cover. And who said this 20 overs cricket was going to just be a big slog? That is pure.
This is Jeff Wilson. 12 years in the wilderness in a black jersey, an all-black jersey. Welcome back, Jeff. Welcome back.
Not the delivery he would have liked to dish up for the first one. Just straying knee height, full toss down leg side. And not difficult at all for Ricky Ponting. Anyway, he's got it out of the way. He can relax now.
Well, it doesn't get any better, does it? No matter where you look here at Eden Park. And the deep to cut it off will do so brilliantly. I think it's Mills out there that saves a couple. And Kyle Mills at absolute full strength did superbly in the deep. A couple that might turn something.
Well, we're just seeing New Zealand. There's a big one from Kadich out of the park.
Did I say something about hitters?
Well,
my own club skipper round from Randwick, Petersham. Kadich sends it into the top deck.
Well, he'll enjoy batting here because he's not known for hitting sixes, but he'll use these short boundaries. If he's going to go anywhere, it'll be a bit more cow corner. It wasn't a slog.
Wilson to handle the pressure. It will go again behind square as he drops this one in short.
Just struggling early in the over with the length, and now it goes totally awry. There's no room for error, is there? I mean, if you're just bowling on that half volley length, the batsman can pick you up into the stands or wherever he wants, and then if you get too short, there's just no cover on that onside.
And this time, brilliantly away away from Hamish Marshall. Picks his placement. Superb from Kadich.
Fleming now just a bit of a stroll over to have a chat with Wilson, just to collect his thoughts, get him bowling either right up there in the block hole, looking for Yorkers.
That man again. It was travelling and he saved a possible boundary, Hamish Marshall.
The whole game about 2020 cricket is just intensity the whole time, and that backward point area. See, Hamish Marshall has got that responsibility. That man there tries the best he can, but the short boundaries. Four's coming easily now for the Aussies.
A wicket is needed. Just the change of pace. Picked beautifully by Ponting and just took full control. Strays down the leg side, and this one will get away from Tuffy. Speaking from experience in front of the terrace, are we?
Late in 2000, it was a test match here. I copped the most abuse I ever copped in a game, and I in the end asked the skipper, Steve Waugh, if I could come and field at this other end. It was not a pleasant place for a few overs.
Again he goes leg side, and again he's in real strife. Jeff Wilson sets Billy Bowden off on a bit of a dance.
Thank God it's only 20 overs apiece for Billy Bowden. He's going to be exhausted soon, all these signalling of fours. But how many times are we seeing that ball straying into the leg side? And again, that should go all the way.
Just forget it. It's hit the top of the stand and bounced back. I'll tell you something about Jeff Wilson. He's gone from all black to all beige to black and blue.
Oh, that is big.
He'll hit it on, and they get a much-needed wicket to break this dangerous partnership. They needed something to come back their way.
Just a bit of a change up there from Cairns. A little bit shorter. Kadich giving himself room. Chopping it back onto the leg stump. But an important wicket for New Zealand. As you'd expect, the crowd erupting. But it's been a little cameo. 30 runs to Kadich. 137 for 5 now. We'll just see backing off, as you see a lot of batsmen do in one-day cricket. It just allows them to free their arms up through the ball and look to hit through the offside. And now the replacement, Mike Hussey, who is another utility player. He's taught himself to play in the middle. He's been consistently effective for Western Australia. That's why he's here on this tour.
Ponting again, just continuing to play straight. A chance of another couple.
It's a classic, isn't it? I don't think we'll see that front elbow pointing as much after this over. I think he'll really try and unleash. Normally goes through that mid-wicket area.
Terrific atmosphere. And all forms of cricket, class will prevail, and Ponting showing us that. And a little bit of luck. You've got to give it a good go in your front of the terraces, don't you?
You cannot afford to just ease up thinking, I can't get there. You've got to show total 100% commitment. The terraces let you know after. I thought we were going to see a classic Martin Snedden catch here, you know, diving forward and then Sinclair to turn around and point to the terraces. Not sporting any facial hair, but he's certainly got plenty everywhere else. 150 up for Australia. Good bowling from Cairns. And good fielding as well. That's what the crowd want. A dot ball. Good tash. Oh, good placement from Hussey. Outstanding boundary from this player we've not seen before. 8 from the over. Australia 155 for 5. Swing and a miss from Hussey. That one just skimming the off stump.
The danger of this 2020 cricket is it's going to go by so quickly. People are going to say we want more. Can't we have 25s? And it's just in so much great action. That's sweet. That's sweet. And long.
Well, we've heard that this boy can play, and he's just showing glimpses now that he's got in, to get under the ball and send it a long way. Didn't go that high, but it went plenty. Adams has got to get it up fuller than that. That's gone high. Where has it gone? That's out of here. 2 big ones in a row to complete the over, and 15 from it. It's 170 for 5.
There is room for partnerships in 20 over cricket. There's no doubt about it. And there was a good one. And that was between Simon Kadich and Ricky Ponting in the middle. And that has set Australia up for this kind of finish. Michael Hussey, back-to-back sixes. 15 from the Adams over. And all of a sudden, it's 170 for 5 at a rate of 9.44 per over. Daryl Tuffy.
And Ponting on 63 on strike. Has that gone? Yes, it has. 3 sixes in a row as Ponting and Hussey put down the foot on the gas. There's a Dennis Lilly lookalike. How do you stop him?
Well, you stop him by still bowling the right lengths. The death is the whole game here if you're a bowler. You've got to try and hit some people on some toes. Not that the people in the crowd. Bowl some Yorkers and see if they can hit those. The old formula. That's better. Get it up there so he can't get the bat underneath it. Good running. Is it good running? Yeah, it is. Special. Electric stuff.
How's this partnership too? 41 from 23 balls in 12 minutes. And Australia are getting away from New Zealand here. Just under 10 and over. Hopes Lee, Kasparovich to come, and McGrath. That's gone. That is gone out of here. Holy cow, Ponting might be lining up a 20-20-100.
Well, Andre Adams tried to line this one up. That was out of the sweet spot and out of Eden Park, out towards the background. A massive blow.
Boy, oh boy, what does Tuffy do here? 6-2-6, 14 from the over. That's gone as well. That is sensational.
Well, Ponting's gone to 83. It is superb because they just don't know where to bowl to him. They cannot get the length right, the New Zealanders. That is a half volley. It is. It's wonderful batting. It's beautiful timing. But you've got to learn it's not the place to bowl. Make it as hard as possible.
83, 50 balls. We've got 20 off the over and still there's 2 to go. Tuffy under the gun. And Ponting just peels off the most beautiful cover drive. What a peach. 4 sixes and 7 fours, and that was the best of them as he races to 87.
Oh, this is a batting party. This really is. It's a clinic of pure hitting and then just grace. Sublime timing. Magnificent cover drive. Look at that. Held the pose. 24 and 1 to go.
Oh dear. That's gone as well. It's gone all the way, and 30 comes up from the over. Well, catch your breath. 200 up, and we've got an over to go. 200 for 5 Australia.
And 50 off 4 for Daryl Tuffy. First 3, he thought the game was easy. Now he's having nightmares. 1 delivery in the over, he really got in the right spot. The rest were in the hitting zone. It was magnificent hitting too. You'll probably remember the cover drive. That one there. You'll like that. Daryl Tuffy will remember them all. Thump. Clunk.
Ponting on 93. Make it 97. That is outstanding again.
Well, it wasn't that bad a ball. It was almost inch perfect. But this bloke's in such great touch. An inch is all he needs, to be honest. That was almost Yorker length. Just a little wide, you might say. But, man, that is a beautiful cricket shot. 97.
98. Now, Hussey has a bit of pressure here. Does he go the whole hog? Or does he just push for one?
Push for one. Go on, push for one. 2 deliveries to come.
Hussey's played a great hand here, 25. Oh, he's joined the party and picks up half a dozen. His second big one. Again, a poor delivery, but what an outstanding sweep shot here off a slower ball.
And he's going to leave his skipper stranded. It looks like his skipper's going to be stranded. There's one ball to come. Hussey's on 31, Ponting 98. Partnership 77 in the blink of an eye. A dot ball. Oh, brilliant stuff. A fancy finish, but I fancy they won't be enjoying the break. It's 214 for 5 and 20 overs. Magnificent hitting, magnificent cricket.
Well, if this is any indication for the future of this format, we have just seen a wonderful exhibition. Great hitting at the top by Simons, 32 from 13 balls. And Australia looked to be struggling at 54 for 4, and Ponting was joined by Kadich. And together they put together 83. They just played cricket. And then with 5 overs to go, Ponting went nuts, so did Hussey. And so New Zealand, when they come back after a short break, will want 215 at just under 11 over. It will be something to watch.
And the daunting task, the man at the back of his run-up now, Brett Lee. He's been bowling express recently. And here he goes.
Good pace. And McCullum gets the innings underway for the Black Caps. It is a very tough hurdle for them. 215 to win this first 2020 international. That'll be 4. It doesn't matter how. It just matters that it does.
It doesn't matter how the boundaries come. Very effective in one-day cricket, and now 2020 cricket. The man in the deep on the onside, or behind square, is Kaspovits, and he's fairly square. That's why that ran away safely. And there's a big shot. That one will be a bit tough for Kaspovits. Great job out in the deep. He's an all-round quality cricketer, Kaspovits. He's come of age with the ball in the last few years. Not getting any younger, but I tell you what, he's getting better and better.
Well, that's a worry for New Zealand. McGrath and Kaspovits getting better and better. The 2 greatest All Black wings of all time, I reckon. Wow. That's what 2020 is about as well. Bowlers not lying down for a minute. They're allowed the bouncer. They're allowed 1 over the shoulder per over. And Brett Lee has signalled his intentions. We don't forget when Brett Lee smashed one into Perori's helmet a few years ago. Boy. Great stroke from Fleming. He hit that on the top of the bounce, and I think this has gone all the way. Holy cow, that has gone 10 feet, maybe 15, off the ground, and I think it's gone all the way over point for 6.
Well, quality stroke, and what Fleming and McCullum are sweating on is a bit of width from Brett Lee because of his pace. Bat on ball, and this ball will simply race away. It's gone flat and just in front of the rope, it looks like.
Wow! Now this is Fleming at his best. Whoa, that is 150 Ks dismissed. 21 for none. He just slapped that last delivery about 150 Ks to the fence. So that's got the New Zealand innings going now. 21 for none off 3. That's an outstanding bit of batting by Fleming. McCullum now on strike. That'll work. That'll work.
Well, it certainly will, and they work exceptionally well in this form of the game. It really doesn't matter where they fly, so long as they fall safe. And in a one-day fixture, you'll always see a lot go quite fine, whether it be in the onside or down through this vacant third-man area. That one well placed by McCullum. A rare, foolish delivery from McGrath. In a nice area for McCullum, just to simply pick up through that onside.
That's a classic one-day stroke, lifting the ball with a bit of angle there. And he kept his balance nicely. Good strokes at 2 fours to Fleming in the last over. 2 fours now to McCullum. Ponny continues to change the field to keep the batsman guessing. But it's McGrath who's under the gun right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, over third man. As Keith Gwynn would say, oh, oh.
And look at Billy Bowden go. He loves this form of the game, no question about it. It's exciting stuff. It's a flick. It's like a lasso. He's whipped his wrist through the ball. This one flicked through the onside. It was in the air for some time. Australia have only got 3 men on the onside. The rest are packing the offside, and Brett Lee on this occasion just getting it right. Excellent running. Talk about intensity.
Gee, it only went 15 metres beyond that 30-metre circle, and yet they still got 3. And 3's are rare at Eden Park. Fleming backing up well, and McCullum is lightning between the wickets.
It's a quality stroke from McCullum. That's what we saw from Ponting, and that's good to see from him. Orthodox through the offside. 45 for no loss.
One of the few times Lee has actually pitched up. McCullum just kept still. Put it away beautifully. So the experiment of McCullum up the order working nicely. McCullum's always thought that he was the Gilchrist of New Zealand. He's always wanted to do this. A lot of bat on that. That will... Yes, it's got through McGrath because it had a lot of timing. McCullum is on 30.
Absolutely motoring. Not too far from Michael Clark at backward point, but very hard to reel in because of lack of length to the boundary rope.
They climb back through Kasperwitz. How many times has he done this? Remarkable restart to his career.
He's a great foil, this bloke. He really is. Stephen Fleming didn't quite get his timing tonight. There's not a lot of room to find timing. You've either got it on the night or you haven't, and Stephen Fleming hit round that one. Kasperwitz breaks through. The headband does the trick in New Zealand. 49 for 1.
Straight into it, Sinclair doesn't get it, he'll get 2. Kasperwitz turns it.
Oh, he's incredible, isn't he? Kasperwitz, how often does he come in after the early heroics of McGrath and Lee, and they haven't picked up their reward? Gillespie's another one. Never right off Kasperwitz. He does it time after time. He says, don't forget me, I'm on this tour. Comfortable catch for Simon Kadich, and all of a sudden it's 49 for 2.
Thought about it, McCullum.
He saw 2 slips. He saw Ponting put in a second slip. He saw the outswing early and thought, I don't mind being a part of history at times, but not this part of it.
Styrus, Gilchrist with a massive chase, won't get there, just misses. Geez, he covered some territory. You'd put him in the fullback role at Eden Park, wouldn't you?
Well, there's been more fruitful dives in the corner than this one, I promise you. More often than not, they come up with a 5-pointer. And Adam Gilchrist has come up with some grass and fresh air.
Smash goes Styris all the way. From a miscue to the absolute maximum to get him smiling.
He's been out of the game a little while, Scott Styris, with a knee problem. Looks like he's enjoyed the break. Just over the boundary rope. It only has to be just over.
Pressure went back on James Hopes. He came up with a good delivery, but beautifully played. Great hands from Styris just to guide it down.
I know a few New Zealanders have gone to Australia, you know, and this is like playing in a cauldron. This is so different to me. How about a bloke on debut and this? A bowler to boot.
Kasperowicz, the wicket taker, takes on McCullum, and he just comes up short with another boundary.
Well, he got a severe working over from Bretley early on, Brendan McCullum. It opened up the eyes. Now he's found the timing and the pace of the bowling is a little bit more to his liking. He's freeing his arms through the offside. This is a terrific shot, it really is. Look how far out the leg stump he goes to enable even a good line to be hittable.
.23 balls for his 36, McCullum.
Got him. Travelled all the way to Ponting, straight to him. And it is the Ricky Ponting and Kasperowicz show so far tonight.
3 for Casper. Brendan McCullum thought, when this came off the bat, I've got one nicely. I have timed that beautifully. Problem is, I haven't placed it. Ricky Ponting gets in the way, and all of a sudden, you're right. Casper and Ricky are taking over the joint. 67 for 3.
Fashion gone mad tonight.
McMillan, outstanding. He has forearm jabbed this straight over cover.
Outstanding, and they're upstanding. 76 for 3 after 8. All about using the feet here and getting it to a situation where he's bowling into your strike zone. McMillan did that perfectly. It's a little shimmy outside leg stump. Look at the way it just dips away, and he can free the arms a la Barry Bonds.
Great power, great balance. Head nice and still over the ball. Like a tracer bullet from McMillan. Talked about Cairns. He says, well, I'm going to have a fair say in this myself.
That's where he was looking. Gilchrist didn't send him wide enough.
Half volley gets the treatment. Margin for error gets smaller as the game gets shorter.
They knew where he wanted to send it. Field placement was about 5 out in the end. Change up from Kasperowicz. Bowled a slower one.
Styris just waited on it.
Well, this is a superb cricket shot. You mentioned the word wait. That deserves a dip in the pool, that timing.
I've completely lost my thought now.
McMillan, Kasperowicz puts it down. Smash back, couldn't hang on to it. And 10 overs are gone at 92 for 3.
Well, this would have been number 4 for Kasperowicz, so it's a magnificent attempt because McMillan got that pretty close to the sweet spot. He hit it straight back him. It was almost self-preservation to a point, and then it spilled. McMillan's seen that one. He hasn't got it well enough, though. He's going to go and hopes has his first wicket in the big time.
And I don't think it matters. It's in this 2020 fixture. It's still a wicket. Probably lucky to get away with it. It was in the slot. McMillan had a perfect opportunity to utilise these short boundaries. Miss hit. Hussey did the rest. He's gone for 9. It's 93 for 4.
Chris Cairns. Strike rate is a big factor here, 83. He is a hero. They don't know how often he'll be coming back to Eden Park. Looks pretty even there. It is even there. This is where Ponting kicked in. That's high. It's not far enough either. That's easy. McGrath takes the catch, and one of New Zealand's biggest hopes goes early.
It's a huge blow. There's a silence here at Eden Park. They're expecting big things from their hero, Chris Cairns. And the ball just got a little bit... I mean, Kaspervitz has got this unusual ability to get extraordinary bounce. He's always rolling his fingers across the ball, his variation. So, huge wicket to the Australians. Disappointment there for the New Zealanders as we see Chris Cairns. He's gone for 1, and it's 95 for 5 now. New Zealand may be in a little trouble.
Two more. For the first time tonight, something didn't go Ponting's way.
And bowled him straight through. Marshall playing for a little bit of off spin. It didn't turn off the straight, and it takes the top of off stump. So another wicket falls, and New Zealand are in trouble at this stage.
That's beautifully bowled, done for pace. Absolutely done for pace. It's skidded on, and Hamish Marshall, hair and all, well, you might need to have it cut. It's 105 for 6. 3 blue dots in a row means dive, dive, dive in terms of the worm. Now New Zealand have to pull this round somehow. They need something special from Andre Adams, a local boy. Brilliant fielding. Simon Kadich. Terrific work here. It was an awkward bounce. New Zealanders just seem unable to find the timing that Ponting found. How about that for a pickup? Might get that straight enough. He does. Adams is underway. It's 114 for 6 after 14. Any timing here? Yes, please. That's 6. Just a smidgen over the rope. And that's the signal they want to see.
There's some hope here. Amazing noise. The atmosphere goes through the roof when a big shot is hit. And again, that's well bowled from Simons. Right up there in the block hole. Very hard to get under it. Well, next to impossible. They just need to get on some sort of a roll. 2 big overs, and they can be right back in this match.
Run out. Total confusion. Adams will go because they did cross mid-pitch. It was hit so well. It was well fielded inside the circle. I got a feeling it was McGrath again, was it?
I was just going to say, guess who? It's the pigeon. He's having a ball out there. He hasn't got a wicket. No wicket for 25 off his 2 overs, McGrath, but he's chipping in the field. A good catch, and now pretty handy run out. Mind you, they shouldn't have missed it. Andre Adams, run out for 7, 121 for 7.
The confusion here. Adams never looked. He dived. You see him dive to get past Styrus. He wanted to make sure he was the one that sacrificed.
Australia are at 9.69 at this point after 16 overs, and New Zealand are under 8s.
Well, not what he meant, but they'll take anything at the moment. Jeff Wilson grabs a rare boundary.
And 12 years ago, Jeff Wilson was a hero against Australia in a one-dayer in Hamilton.
Been a remarkable atmosphere, the way they've turned back the clock. Amongst us, some brilliant cricket as well.
Well, thank God for Styrus. Hamish Marshall's teammate, Scotty Styrus, who's had a bit of an injury in recent weeks, but boy, he's playing a blinder here. 46 from 29 and showing like Ponting he can play good strokes.
The Aussies found a couple of huge overs at the finish. The Kiwis in search of plenty all the way through.
They need a big over, a 20 or a 25, just as Ponting dealt to Tuffy. So far they've got 11, but you just feel that they need another 10 off this over if possible.
He goes searching for it down the ground. Does it have the legs? No. He'll find a boundary. Just short, looking for 6. But a terrific 50 for Styris.
Oh, that's a magnificent innings. Scotty Styris is a complete player. He can hit it along the deck and in the air.
This will split him. He's starting to threaten to do it. 19 off the Simons over, 17 overs down at 145 for 7. They'll squeeze them out. Can't believe it, McGrath, but another boundary.
They need boundaries on every ball now, and it doesn't matter how they come. This is magnificent placement. He tried to slice it. He just got it finer than perhaps he would have liked as he brought Gilchrist into play, but it was wide enough.
Styris again. Kasprowicz again. Tips it over the bar.
And Billy Bowden climbs a couple of rungs up the ladder and says that's half a dozen. Styris has this ability to get under the ball, even though it's reasonably flat, but boy, the power is there.
Huge leap from Kasprowicz. You'd think it was the MCG. Brett Lee just about puts a full stop to it all and sends Styris on his way.
Last throw of the dice for Styris, who's played a blinding knock. It really has been the lone hand for the New Zealand side. 66 from 39 balls. Lee in the end was too fast and too straight. And so Styris has gone for 66, 161 for 8 now.
We mentioned the line, the length of the Australians tonight, and the sheer pace of Brett Lee. All too much. And McGrath grabs one as well. Wry smile from Wilson, but they're threatening to knock them over.
That's the difference between the two sides. McGrath is world class, has been for a long time. Right up there at a good pace, and he goes through Jeff Wilson. They have had all their guns firing tonight.
Pitchers told the story. Lights out for Wilson. 18 off the 14 balls, 165 for 9. We're all but. Fabulous crowd, nearly 29,500 at Eden Park to see this first ever 2020 International. And I think a great compliment to New Zealand that probably got things started, Marty, with Cricket Max that has led to 2020.
Well, it's all timing, and New Zealand cricket have taken the opportunity with Australia coming and with the success of 2020 in England to take the opportunity, and it has worked here.
Daryl Tuffy shows McGrath a lot and does what everybody before him could not.
He's not the worst number 10 in the world. Well, the number 11 is in this case.
Glenn McGrath threatening a Trevor Chappell impersonation to bring the house down here at this tour opener. The stage is made for Billy Bowden. It has been that sort of night.
Nearly as famous as many years ago with a smile. He'll finish it this time. And the Aussies. Tuffy. Down the ground. They'll grab him all. Kasprowicz. Try and keep him out of things tonight. And the Aussies knock them all over for 170. On a great night at Eden Park in front of a packed house.
Nearly 400 runs, Graham. And we've seen all sorts of action. There's been some high quality play. Ponting outstanding. You won't see a better innings this summer than the one we saw from Ricky Ponting. We've seen great bowling from Lee, McGrath, Kasprowicz. Boy, are they going to be a handful in the next few weeks.
The Aussies, no doubt about Ricky Ponting's magnificent knock tonight. He took control when they'd lost 4 early wickets, steadied the ship, and then chock full of confidence just put the foot on the accelerator and hammered the last 5 overs. And 214 was always going to be just too big an ask for the Kiwis, and a brilliant win of 44 by the Aussies.
So then 170 from the 20 overs. Kasprowicz to the right of the column there. He did the damage. 4 for 29 from 4 overs. 2 for 48 McGrath. 1 for 26 for Lee. Really quick at times, over 150k with ease. Hopes 1 for 23. He's a good prospect. We've seen a bit of him now. Simons and Clark finishing off proceedings. There might be a little element of worry about the power of the Australians, because they've given us more than just a hint of that in such a short space of time. In terms of the game, well, yeah, 2020 cricket. I think if the jury was out before the game, it's come back in and there'll be a tick. They want more of it. The public loved it. 29,000 here at Eden Park had an absolute party. We hope you enjoyed our coverage, and we shall see you in the capital come Saturday.